Go down, please. Do you mind? Okay, go back. Move from the background.
Right.
I see.
Vai.
You seriously have to go down. Yeah. Please go down. Please go down. Cell phone. Thank you. Thank you. To the left. Very good.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming. The President will address his press conference. Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Let me commence by greeting you all for coming here to this very important press conference for us. It is a turning point press conference. I wish to start by acknowledging the problems we've had with the police who tried to block or disrupt this press conference. So if they can actually do this on press conference, what more on activities of ordinary citizens? We want to apologize on behalf of the people of Zimbabwe, particularly to the international journalists. This is unacceptable, this is unnecessary, but this cannot be the behavior of a people who have won. It can only be a behavior of those who have lost. It is for this reason that we want to underscore that as an MDC Alliance party, for the past 2-3 days, we have been subjected to all sorts of harassment, persecution, intimidation. In fact, just yesterday, our offices were invaded. We don't know for what reason. Of course, they wanted to take some information. The reason why probably they want to take information from us is because they wanted to try and destroy the evidence that we have in terms of our power of voter tabulation, which we have collected across the whole country. Unfortunately, we have our backups, so they did not take everything. We already have that information stored, which is going to be very useful for the veracity of what we are alleging. I must also underscore that most of our leaders have been visited, some have been threatened in the various provinces on account of them having participated in an election. We are not a militia, we are not a military organization, we are a democratic organization. We do not believe in violence, we do not believe in anarchy, we do not believe in use of weapons of war against anyone. And this is why we find it very difficult that the thank you we are getting for being peaceful, the thank you we are getting for being law-abiding is a thank you of bullets, is a thank you of guns, is a thank you of bombs, is a thank you of grenades, is a thank you of tanks on the street, clearly indicating that our colleagues in ZANU-PF have panicked because they were defeated in this election. They are not confident of the citizens. This is why they can fire live ammunition on citizens who are going about doing their own thing. And this is a very serious issue we have to take up, not just with ZANU-PF, but to also take up with the government and of course to take it to international platforms. So I just thought that I needed to highlight this because this is strange times. You don't give bullets, tanks, guns to those who have voted for you. You give celebration and jubilation. But if you go around the country, you will find that there is no jubilation, there is no celebration. If anything, today is a day of mourning. Mourning over democracy. It is a black day because we are seeing a repeat of what we saw during the yesteryear regime. Deprivation of people's will, rigging of the will of the people, manipulating the results, bastardizing the outcome of the election, and in a way trying to negate what people fight for. A coup against the will of the people. People voted overwhelmingly, and I must say, I want to thank Zimbabwe for being very peaceful. I want to thank Zimbabwe for their patience. I want to thank Zimbabweans for being tolerant. You stood in the queues, you waited for a long time, professionals, young people, women. Thank you, Zimbabwe. You have done fantastically well. It's not easy under circumstances of rigging, circumstances of machinations, we've managed to score over 2 million votes, even by their own bastardized tally. We've done exceptionally well. Thank you, Zimbabwe. You are exceptional. You are teaching the world that it is possible to be democratic. We want to thank you as we go through this very difficult time. I must also emphasize that we want to thank our journalists. Yes, in the international community, thank you. You have shown that you are able to show us the possibility of another world. You have covered us so well in this election. Thank you very much for your objectivity. We appreciate our various observer missions. Thank you also for standing with the people of Zimbabwe. We want to thank you for what you have done. Yes, there's been disappointment with certain of the reports that would want to level or conclude that this election was free and fair, when we actually feel that there's any tinctures of free and fair election are evidently absent. And this is why at this particular moment in time, I want to underscore that we have a very serious challenge in this country. We are facing a divided nation. We are facing a betrayed nation. We are facing a divided people, and we are also facing a brutalized people. And this is why I think it's important that in the context of the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission declaration of